Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Now, last time out we took a journey, or we continued a journey that we started in Inverness and we were taking up to Brennan. Off camera I've travelled from Brennan up to Oslo, or at least the outskirts of Oslo. I think Brennan is actually on the outskirts. Was it Brennan or Drammen? Hold on, I'm going to double check this. Drammen, not Brennan. Drammen. So Drammen I think is on the outskirts of Oslo, and off camera I've travelled up to Oslo to unlock Oslo, and I've been looking at the journeys that we can take. Now in today's video I think I'm going to take this journey. So we start in Oslo, we no longer have to, or we do not have to quick travel anywhere, so no costs there, and it is taking some liquid petrol gas, so petroleum gas, over from Oslo to, I believe this is pronounced Gdansk. I perhaps completely wrong. I will have to look at the pronunciation for this at some point. £92.20 per mile. Not quite the £94 from Bordeaux to Salamanca, but for the Bordeaux to Salamanca I have to quick travel there, so that is going to cost me, and then that in turn will drop the amount that we get per mile, so on and so forth. So that is what I'm looking at this point in time. So I think this is going to be a good journey. We're going to pass through Sweden. We may go past the Scania factory. I still want to find that, so I have no idea where it is. To be honest, I thought it might be down here, but it might be near Stockholm, to be fair, so we may not even go anywhere near it. But if it is along this route, we will certainly join it. Looks like there are going to be some twisty roads, but the majority of this journey should be through Sweden, and we may just be able to do this in a single video. So make sure you stay tuned, and let's see what kind of, hopefully no disasters, but let's see what kind of source of sights we see, what kind of photos we can take, and what we can talk about. Right, first things first, we need to ensure that, well, it seems like the head tracking is running decently this morning. Well, I say this morning, it's this morning in game, but it certainly seems to be running decently. It's actually this evening for me. First things first, I do need to fill up some petrol. I have no idea where I'm going to find any petrol. So that's something I need to perhaps bear in mind. So I'll go looking for some petrol. There must be some sort of petrol station somewhere around here. I mean, we're coming up to Oslo. Surely it isn't going to be no petrol whatsoever. It looks like we are heading in this direction. There we go. Last time out we did of course mess up on our journey, so I think at one point I had to do a really horrible, and I do mean a really horrible turn, something that you should never do in real life. I wouldn't even say advise against it. I just do not do it. It isn't even an advice, it's more like an order not to do such stupid actions. But of course in Euro Truck Simulator it is something that you can do, as it would just make content very difficult if I did not have that opportunity to do such things. I'm about 43 miles per hour at this point in time. I'm doing about 45, so that should be perfectly alright. I have my lights on. Things are looking nice, heading into Oslo, or around the outskirts of Oslo, around the city, I suppose, looking at this. 50 miles per hour now, so I'll just accelerate a little. I'm still on the lookout for petrol stations. I cannot see any on the GPS. which is a mild concern. And we're continuing straight. Doesn't seem to be a petrol station there. That road doesn't seem to go anywhere at this point in time. Another tunnel. Norway sure do like their tunnels. Or it could just be the fact that everything is so condensed that it just looks like they like the tunnels, but in reality it isn't anything like this. Down to 43 miles per hour again. I'll just use a retarder to slow down. Denmark. Was that a ferry to Denmark? I think that might have been. I still need to sort out my steering wheel a little. It feels a bit... You know what? I need to do a quick check of the world map. I am going to need fuel. But where am I going to get fuel from? Aha! Right near where we need to pick up our cargo. Great. That is pretty good. I still do need to sort out my steering wheel. It's very... well, there's just a force feedback dead zone here. There's just no feedback whatsoever. I'm guessing that is a... it's the way I've set it up, and to avoid the wheel wobbling or making too much of a racket. Once I have my new steering wheel, I shall try and set this up a little bit better so that there is a bit more feel. Because one of the things that is not ideal here for me is that unless I'm actually turning the wheel more than, well, sort of, let's say that much, there's no feel. And that does make it very easy to just make minor adjustments to the wheel without really realizing, and you have to be visually very aware of what you're doing. Just continuing through more tunnels. I feel like we may be going right under the heart of Oslo, perhaps, given the way these tunnels seem to be working. Obviously I cannot see anything above us. It reminds me a little bit of Tokyo and the motorways through Tokyo, where there's lots of tunnels where it just goes underneath loads and loads of roads. Oh, there's a tree poking out. Promods. There's a tree poking out in the tunnel. Just so that you are aware. And we are back out in the daylight. At this point in time, the sun has risen. Look behind me. It looks like fields, but I'm not sure. The draw distance is not great, as you can imagine. Turning off here. I'll just indicate and calmly move over. Brake gently. And there, now you can hear my wheel as I'm going around. And that is where the force feedback kicks in, but unfortunately before that, it does not. Unfortunately, in this case, I need to be able to... Okay, you're letting me go. Thank you. Those junctions are a little bit difficult to navigate. Just because I think I cannot look left and right fast enough. I'm sure in VR that would actually be a lot easier to navigate on. Or navigate around. Stuck in traffic, as you would expect. Rolled back just a little there. Handbrake would have been the wise thing to do. But that car that is behind me also is It's not all too clever. You shouldn't be that close to the cab of a truck. Although it could be that now that we're on a flat it's okay. Well, we're not on a flat because if I let go of the brakes I do clearly roll back. But if I suppose it could be objects look closer than they actually are. So I cannot see, I think, clear for me to cross. Okay, well that's me made it across now. Wow, we haven't even started our journey yet and we're already a fair amount in to the video. Maybe it will take 2 episodes. We'll have to see. We shall have to see. More tunnels. This time I did see houses above. So it says I have 775 miles of fuel. Where am I supposed to be going here? Okay, I guess it is only that way. Right, so I need to wait for clearing, which does not look like there's going to be much of a clearing. It looks like I'm just going to be waiting here a while. Oh, okay, no. Fire engine. I thought there might have been a bit of a gap after the van. We need to take a look on this side. I cannot actually see anything on this side. It looks clear there. And looks clear there. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Right. Let me fill up fuel before heading in here to pick up what I need to pick up. I think petrol is probably a good call here. What I'll do is I'll actually pull in like this. There we go. Okay, handbrake on, engine off. Let's fill up about, what would it be? £200 of fuel? £300 of fuel? No, apparently £429 of fuel. Wow, that costs a bit. Let's continue. Right, turning back. This is where it shall be difficult. Okay, it's clear on this side, so I'm actually going to pull out. It's clear on this side. When I say clear, that was clear enough. In Euro Truck Simulator, you have to take that. In real life, you would probably want that van a few more car lengths back for you to be able to take that kind of a pull out in a lorry. In a car, you could probably make that. Right, so let's see where we are headed. So we're going in here. I do apologise, I think my microphone is playing up once again. I do need a new microphone. There's lots of... Oh, I've gone up on the curb here. There's lots of bumps and everything. I'm just looking at my microphone waveform. It seems to have calmed down again. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. You may not have even heard anything there. Okay, let's pick up some fuel. Freight market. That's one. Let's see what colours we can have. Oh, those are our options. I do like the look of this one. Yes, I do like the look of this one, so I shall pick that one. Look at the difference in price there. Wow. Yep, I want that one. I shall take that one. Good. And this is right here. Looking backwards is a little bit difficult again today. Go on, keep looking backwards. I'll couple that. Should we have a look at the... That does look pretty good. I'm rolling forward. Just going to try and get myself a decent angle here. That's not what I meant to do. We can have lights off here. And it is, of course, screenshot time. Oh dear. As to what's happened up there. Let's try to ignore that section. That actually does not look too bad. I remember when I was younger, I used to have, an SL truck. SL is, well, I suppose most people should know SL, I think. It's a well-known company throughout most of the world, I believe. But yeah, SL. I used to have an SL truck that used to be a Scania, just like that, just like this one. It wasn't a blue one. I did have a blue Scania actually. I did actually have a blue Scania, but it was not the SL truck. It was a car transporter actually, funnily enough. And the SL truck was white because it was a full SL lorry with the trailer as well. And they were both Scanias. One of them was two axles. One of them was three axles. The car transporter was two axle, and it was blue, similar to this kind of blue, a slightly darker actually. And the petrol tanker was three axle, and it was white with the SO logo, of course, on the doors and on the trailer itself, on the tanker. Which way are we going? Apparently this way now. Okay, so we are headed in a different direction. Wow, lots of traffic. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. In fact, my car transporter was similar to what you just saw there. That, except it was silver, not red. Similar kind of size though. It wasn't a large car transporter. No, it didn't have three axles at the back. It had two axles. We're just going in and around this city at the moment. Just working our way around Oslo. I'm a little bit confused why it didn't just take us straight, but okay. Why have you done that? I mean, I did a wide turn just to avoid the cars. So why did that just not take us straight across? That's interesting. Okay. Oh, no, there's a lorry coming. Oh, this is a little bit difficult. I have no idea how far these things are. Okay, you're stopped. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. I had no idea if that was a different road or not. It may well have been. Anyway, well, we're underway. I doubt we're going to get very far in 10 minutes. But still. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that when I go to change gear on a new system, because I will not be able to reach the buttons whilst changing gear. So I do need to figure that one out. So we're going to be heading down the E18 to Stockholm. Or towards Stockholm. We are going to, of course, be turning off. This is very nice. Right, so this is a large slip road. We should be able to get ourselves right the way up to speed. And indeed we can, and get onto the road. Okay, more tunnels coming right up. I think that could be the name of this episode. A lot of tunnels. Like perhaps take a picture of us entering some tunnels. So let's do that, so that if I do intend to label this lots of tunnels, then we actually have tunnels to show for it. I think yes, I think that would work for a thumbnail. Bring that there, like so, and let's have a look at the time of day. Is there anything we can change to give this just a little bit more oomph, a little bit more impact? I think that may do. Just a little bit earlier in the morning. That I think will help. Just about an hour earlier. But yes, let's see how far we can get. We have about 7 minutes. We've gone through, I'm not sure how many tunnels exactly thus far. Norway, a place of tunnels and bridges. Lots of them. Oh, here we go. There's another tunnel right up ahead. Perhaps someone will be able to keep a count on how many tunnels I have gone through. I did not even see that lorry coming up, although I had no choice. I wouldn't have been able to pull into this junction anyway, to pull into the next lane anyway. I noticed that the other side of the carriageway does not actually go into a tunnel in this case. Only this side. You can see it up there on the embankment. Oh wait, no, they go into a tunnel. We're about to go into a tunnel now. So since I've talked about tunnels, we've gone through 3, or this is the 3rd. Plus we went through 1, 2, I distinctively remember 2 tunnels. I distinctly remember 2 tunnels previously. So this is, let's say this is tunnel 5. If anyone knows which tunnel this actually is, that would be rather helpful. Right, where is my telepass? Looks like it's straight ahead in this one. Alrighty. Auto pass, there it is. Whoa, that's narrow. That was narrower than I thought. That's slightly narrower than what you would expect. So tunnel number 5. Let's see how many more of those we go into. Looks like we're on the Swedish border. It certainly looks like we're coming up to Sweden right now. Perhaps this arch is something to do with it. This bridge over the river that crosses over into Sweden? I think so. I'm looking for... I didn't see a Swedish flag, but certainly we are in Sweden. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right here. And do we have a toll booth? So it was a toll bridge. That's what it was. At the time of this recording, I was actually on a toll bridge. When was it? Wait. It's toll bridge. Of course, one direction. Toll bridge is only... You only pay in one direction, and then you just continue on your merry way. I was on a toll bridge last weekend, and in fact from the time you will see this video I will also have been on a toll bridge last weekend, and the last time I went on that toll bridge it really was not that busy, but this time it really was extremely busy. Right, that's not good. You may ask why I've done this. I'm actually going to give people way. Oh, my head tracking's gone. There it goes, and it's back. Go on, people. That's it. And another. And you. That's it. That way everyone can actually merge in without having to wait too much. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That is not good. Looks like they've turned the vehicle back over, so maybe it was overturned. No. The way those are, I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to do there. I was just looking at the way they'd put the stands on the wheels, because if it was upside down they'd actually have the stands on the opposite direction. So why would they have it sideways? What could have happened there? Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. It's a lot of white trucks there. All different companies as well. Oh, that was a Volkswagen CC. I do like those vehicles. Not quite as fancy as the new Arteons, which I think may have been the replacements for them, but nevertheless they do look rather nice. The Arteons are an interesting one because I was just out of curiosity, I was looking for a manual transmission one. No way I can afford one anyway, but I was looking for a manual transmission, and I think you can get manual transmission ones, but not the R, which is really annoying, because ideally you'd want the sportier car to be available with a manual transmission. But no, it isn't. Oh, that's a lovely view, that is. Which, yes, is just really quite annoying that you cannot get a transmission like that in the sportiest version, which makes no, in my opinion, makes no real sense. You want to have the sporty car having the sporty version, but there you have it. How long do we have on our journey? I will be... okay. They really need to warn you beforehand here. That was dangerous. They really need signs for hazards here. There it is again. Oh, it's ladders. It's just ladders, so perhaps the car's on its side, and to get people out they've gone up on the up. They've climbed up some ladders to perhaps help people get out or something like that. Yes, that could be it. So we are about 30 minutes into this video. I was going to say, if there is a place for me to pull over, that is the ideal situation, but at this point in time I cannot find somewhere to pull over. I see a petrol station and I see a rest stop, but it is not on my journey. It's on a different road. So how far out of my way do I need to go for that to be a valid place for me to stop? That is the question. Right. Let's be careful here. It's clear there. It doesn't look too far out of the way. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can pull in there. I'm hoping that. So it looks like there's a junction coming up, and if I take a right here, I can go down this road and it should get me to the rest stop. I'm going to check this on the world map because I cannot see it that well, but I think that is the case. It is. It just goes in. I can stop there, and then I can continue on my journey in the next video. So for now, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think, any suggestions you have, any topics that you might want me to talk about. That would be an interesting thing to do, is actually having various different topics to talk about. That would be rather helpful. So if you have any of those, do also leave those in the comments box. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out, and also you can find me on social media at ECGadget LP for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me. I'm just going to park up here very quickly. There we go. That is all from me. And I will see you next time in Euro Truck Simulator 2, where we are going to continue our journey through Sweden and get this petrol delivered.